good brains to appreciate what we're doing tonight. I want to speak about the xenophobia and Afrophobia that you have practiced here in South Africa today. And I want to challenge you. You say Zimbabweans take your job, Nigerians take your jobs, and you march and close shops and beat up people. Tell us, after doing that, how many jobs have you created? By beating up these Nigerians, by beating up these Ghanaians, by beating up these Zimbabweans, loading them. If you load them, I have not seen anyone being loaded. No one. And you say they take jobs from you. You have beat them up, you have taken them out of the country. How many jobs have you created after that? Because the battle should be about jobs. You beat people because they took your jobs. They ran away. You close a shop that hires 5 people and say they take our jobs. After closing that jobs, how many jobs have you created? Unskilled men with no skill, none whatsoever. Say somebody took their job. The only skill they know is to drink Intelis, Impesu, and all of that nonsense, and want to pretend like they are revolutionary as it were. I don't want your vote if you behave like that. Take them away.
The Economic Freedom Fighters leader Julius Malema has publicly responded following remarks made by the controversial media personality Ngizwe Mchunu, who has refused to apologize over allegations that Julius Malema received 60 million rand from the Nigerian sources. Mchunu has maintained his stance despite legal pressure, reportedly dismissing calls for an apology. Instead, he told Malema that he's a dead snake, there's nothing he can do, he's siding with illegal activities, knowing exactly that the illegal immigrants in South Africa has destroyed the youth by giving them drugs and also involved in trafficking young girls. Speaking during a Workers' Day event, Julius Malema criticized Mchunu and Phakelo Mthakathi, including the March and March. He called Phakelo Mthakathi and Ngizwe Mchunu uneducated and lacking skills. He further stated that he does not seek their political support, suggesting that they are free to align themselves with the Umkhonto weSizwe Party. Meanwhile, the March and March group has continued its demonstrations since April 27, taking to the streets to protest against undocumented migration. The group urges that illegal immigration contributes to crime and places strain on local communities. Tensions have also been heightened by recent reports that happened in Vosloorus, where a 27-year-old young man, Mazwi Kubheka, was kidnapped following a dispute involving spaza shop after the Somalians asked Kubheka to close his spaza shop and sell it to them. Malema has also drawn criticism from some quarters for his perceived stance on immigration, with opponents accusing him of being lenient on legal activities. However, his supporters argue that his position is rooted in broader political and economic considerations. The situation continues to spark strong reactions across the political spectrum, reflecting deep divisions over immigration, crime and accountability in South Africa. Meanwhile, the EFF has welcomed President Cyril Ramaphosa's announcement of 1 November 2026 as the date for the country's local government elections, saying it gives all political parties and voters much needed clarity and time to prepare. The EFF national spokesperson Thembi Msane said the confirmed date allows parties to organize properly and give citizens enough time to register and make informed choices about the future of the municipalities. The EFF praises clear timeline for 2026 polls, speaking after the announcement at the extended Presidential Coordination Council meeting. Msane described the date as positive for the democratic process. She noted that knowing the exact day removes uncertainty and helps everyone plan campaigns, voter registration drives, and manifesto launches. The EFF believes a midweek election in early November strikes a good balance. It avoids the busy festive season and gives newly elected councillors time to settle in before the start of the next financial year. President sets firm date for local government elections. President Ramaphosa officially proclaimed 4 November 2026 as election day during the meeting at the Beachwood Hotel and Conference Center. He chose a Wednesday, describing it as a practical midweek that should encourage strong voter turnout. This will be the South Africa's 7th democratic local government election since 1994. It comes 5 years after the 2021 elections and follows months of speculation about possible timing. The date falls within the legal window set by the Constitution and the Electoral Act. The parties now have a clear runway to campaign on key local issues such as water supply, electricity, roads, waste management, housing and job creation. Voters will have time to compare what differentiate parties and independent candidates are offering in their wards. The EFF has already started mobilizing supporters and has called on young people, especially to register to vote. The party sees the 2026 election as an important opportunity to grow its support at local level and push for radical economic changes in the municipalities. Meanwhile, the African National Congress Deputy President Paul Mashatile and EFF leader Julius Malema used Workers' Day on Friday to campaign for their respective political parties ahead of the local government elections in November. Speaking at COSATU's National May Day rally at the old Peter Mokaba Stadium in Polokwane, Mashatile said the ANC must emerge victorious in the local government elections and that the victory is certain. He also reaffirmed the ANC's commitment to the unity of the working class following its traditional ally, the SA Communist Party's SACP's decision to contest the upcoming municipal polls independently, and said workers are not just participants in the economy, they are the foundation of it. Without workers, there is no economy. Mashatile warned that the tripartite alliance must avoid the fragmentation of the working class's struggles. He said the perceived differences must not give rise to weakening the very forces required to advance the alliance's national democratic revolution. Malema addressed the EFF members and supporters in Marikana in the Northwest. He said his party opened the nomination of the councillors from Friday and that the process is expected to be concluded at the end of the month. According to Malema, the EFF wants to win the elections outright in the Northwest.
They know to drink intelligence, impesu and all of that nonsense and want to pretend like they are revolutionary as it were. I don't want your vote if you behave like that. Take them away. If the MK wants it, give it to them. I don't want the votes that says to me, I must hate Africans for you to vote for me. I'll never do that. That I must go take an African child out of school.
That's a take on this one, people. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.